Hello, welcome. This is my podcast. I thought this would be a funny idea to start. I'm Reed. You might know me from walking around. I like to do my nightly walks. I wear the Hawaiian shirt and shorts. And this is just for fun. New podcast I'm starting. Original idea, completely original idea. I know it's a great idea. And this is the pilot episode.
Very nice.
So I've got my special guest star, Frank.
Yo, my name is Frank Dorman. I go to Juniata College in Huntington, Pennsylvania, along with actually, by happenstance, Reed Davis, who is the host of Just for Fun. I was downstairs, and so he asked me to...
Yeah, I walked into Swaggart thinking, like, all right, I'm going to get the pilot up and running. I've been putting this off for, like, a month now. And I heard piano noises from downstairs. I'm like, oh, I know who that is. Because I wanted Frank as a guest star on the show. Like, I wanted him to be the first guest because
I'm just crazy.
Yeah, like everyone knows Frank. Like everybody knows him. He's world famous, modern day Mozart. So why would I not have him as the first guest? That's gonna traject the ratings through the roof.
Not complete hot cross buns. Obviously I'm just a magnet.
Yeah, exactly. A magnet for popularity.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because I'm so cool and not awkward.
Exactly. So, what is just for fun? I know that's what you're thinking right now.
Well, actually, I think I have an idea. Actually,
oh,
I think just for fun is actually just for fun.
I've been saying that for years.
Dude, I've been saying that forever.
I've been saying that for years.
Dude, ever since you told me, and you're like, I don't know what it should be about though, and I'm like, it doesn't have to be about anything. It's just for fun.
Yeah, I do. Like people ask me, Reed, why do you go out behind BAC and chop down dead trees with an axe? And
then take that photo and put it on the chemistry and biochem.
Yeah, and then they put it on the chemistry and biochem POE wall. You should check it out if you're walking by.
Yeah, no, it's a great site.
Yeah, I do things just for fun.
Just for fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good way to go through life. I feel like I kind of go through life a little bit that way.
Yeah. Yeah, good, as you should.
Yeah. I do a lot of things just for fun.
Could you list off some examples?
Music, just for fun.
Yeah. I'd say music is one of the most fun things you could ever do, ever.
Yeah, music, Music like this. Ready? Music like that is music. And so I do that just for fun. I make sure that every now and then I go and that's just for fun. Now, some other things I do is I ski.
You ski?
Yeah, I was a ski racer in high school.
Oh.
Yeah. So I skied. I was in Pennsylvania ski racing. My father was like, you need to do a sport. So I was like, okay. And so I wound up settling on skiing after trying many other sports. There's a lot of fun stories in there. And then I wound up settling on skiing, and I did okay. I was 12th in the state when I finished.
12th in the state?
Yeah.
How many skiers are in Pennsylvania?
That's a good question. I don't know. It was like the championship had like 200 skiers in it. And so I was number 12. But
that's pretty good.
I got on the cover of a state college sports magazine. Yeah.
Do you have it framed in your room?
No, I have a photo on my phone. It's the same thing, right? But yeah, so between that and then skiing, I do a lot of stuff just for fun. But now I'm on just for fun.
Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I wanted to do a sport also. So I actually did fencing.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I was a fencer at the YMCA.
I think you mean the WIMSA?
The YIMSA?
Yeah.
Actually?
Yeah, there we go.
It was with like 5 other people because no one's doing fencing nowadays. Like 3 people, maybe. I was with 5. It was a big deal.
Dude, that's a big crowd.
Yeah. The crowd was what you would expect. And 1 old guy.
Yes.
That was funny. That was pretty fun.
Parents and 1 random dude.
Yeah.
Yes. That is good. I mean, the ski races were always funny because they were sponsored by at least in state college, they were sponsored by big local businesses. But then and you have all the banners on all the at the end part, or at the end corral, you'd have all these banners being all local companies, and nobody would be there. So like, you have all these sponsors
for no one.
Well, and then parents
for the racers.
Yeah, for the racers. Like, there's a pile of racers and everybody's parents. So that's who's there. But it's not like it's like So like they're paying basically a bunch of money to sponsor some parents that have to take their kids, which is kind of funny. But
do we have many ski mountains?
You'd be surprised.
In PA?
Yeah,
I know Ski Round Top.
Yeah, that's one of the places I raced.
That's pretty close to my house.
Okay, well you have the Central Circuit that I was in was Ski Round Top, Whitetail, and then Liberty, which are all kind of close down there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Tussey Mountain, which is in State College, which is where I was at, and then you have Blue Mountain, which is down by Philly. You have Elk Mountain, which is I don't even know where that is. It's somewhere over on the east side. And then you had other places that would occasionally pop up, like Seven Springs, because they were in a different like. I don't know what you like different like circuit, I guess.
Yeah.
And so, but occasionally you go to Seven Springs for the championships. And there's probably like these like little like mom and pop mountains laying around, and they're all funny. They're all like they're like besides like some of the bigger ones like Round Top or Blue Mountain that are like actual ski mountains. They're all like these like little shitty things that like have like they have really like 3 runs, but they turn it into like 12 because they're like upper, middle, and lower. But it's with the actual run.
It's like owned by one family, and they're squeezing as much as they can out of this one mountain.
Yeah, it's like we only have 900 vertical, but we have 15 runs, and it's like just 2 things, which is split into 5 different. Yeah, it's like So anyway, it's wild. I almost actually it's funny. Well, here's a good story. So skiing can be dangerous, right?
Oh yeah, I've heard about the incidents.
Of which there are many.
Oh, of course, many such cases.
Of course, yes, and we're all very well versed in this. But I didn't usually fall because I was more of a cautious person than the rest, which means I wasn't quite as fast, but I was a little more consistent. But anyway, there was on occasion where I would eat shit, as one does, and so I did this one time, and on the side of the slope there was a T-bar, which is just a surface lift that you kind of like let yourself get dragged by. And I slipped and I slid across the slope and I looked up and I was trying to stop myself from sliding. My face slammed right into the T-bar. It's a metal bar. And if my goggles...
It was like the cartoons.
It was, yeah. It was like a ding.
There's
like
a Frank-shaped indent in the pole after you hit it.
And like little stars like woo, 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 got going on the top. Yeah, no, it was good. But yeah, then then I was like my nose was bleeding and I was like, no, what the hell? I was 18, so I wasn't like, like screaming crying, but I was like, oh my god. Turns out that if my goggles weren't there I would have smashed my face into pieces, but they were there and they just
you were saved.
I was saved by the goggle, so thanks Oakley, sponsor me please. Yeah,
very very interesting actually.
Thank you.
I wouldn't take you for a skier.
Yeah, well, my parents moved to Vermont after I graduated high school, so now I get to ski a lot more.
Oh, so. Very nice.
Yeah,
I've never been skiing, if you can believe that.
Dude, Hawaiian shirts and shorts? What do you
yeah,
mean? It's
yeah.
like skiing attire.
Snow? I hardly know her.
Nice one, dude.
Oh, yeah. Oh. We missed the high five.
We did miss the high
five. If you could hear that.
We're right next to each other, so that's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, not a good look.
Yeah.
Good thing they can't see because this is a podcast.
And it's just for fun. So
yeah, just for fun. We're doing it just for fun. We don't care about anything other than that.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's great.
Over the summer, I had my own experiences with danger.
Oh, danger.
Danger,
man.
So, every year, well, actually, for the past 1 year, I've gone on a fishing trip with my dad, my dad's childhood friend, and my dad's childhood friend's boss. So it's 3 old guys and me.
And Reed.
Yeah. So it's in this big lake in Quebec, in northern Quebec, called Lake Albanel. I think it's the largest natural lake in Canada, or just in Quebec. It's a 15-hour drive to get there.
That's nice.
So
nice and short.
Yeah, a lot of thinking time on the road. And so we drive all the way up there to this little town called Chibougamau. We stay in a motel. It's about as good as you would think for a town called Chibougamau. We go on this 4-hour drive on a gravel road.
That's right. Oh. 4 hours.
4 hours on the gravel road because you can only go like 20 miles an hour, or else the whole thing's rattling.
You must be numb by the end of that. Like,
yeah. We have a special coat that we put over the boat and like everything on the boat because we kick up so much dust.
Yeah.
It's like a dust storm behind us.
That is wild.
So we're driving up. We look out the back window. The front window on the boat is cracked and gone and destroyed.
Oh my god.
So, not a good start to the trip. We haven't even seen the water yet. And the boat is already, like, because we're driving on open waters. This is a big lake. Like, from one side to the other, you can't see the other side of land. You can't see the land. It's just open waters the entire way. So, how are we going to drive around with no windshield? So we make it to the boat launch. My dad finds a cutting board for fish and tapes it to the windshield, which was on the driver's side. So
'cause that's see-through.
Yeah, that's see-through.
Yeah.
So he has to drive by peeking out the side like a dog the entire time. He's doing that the entire time.
That's a good idea.
And
hey, just like real pirates, right?
Yeah, just like real pirates. What can I say? So we get on the water. For whatever reason, the lake was really, really low this year. And, like...
Swing low, sweet chariot.
There's a lot of rocks everywhere. Like, my dad's been doing this trip for 40 years. He's been coming here since he was a kid. Like, since he was my age. So, he knows this place like the back of his hand. But now there are rocks all over the back of his hand. So, he doesn't really know where everything is now.
Weird. So
we have to drive around really carefully. We go to our secret special campsite, which is on the complete opposite side of the lake. Farthest away you could possibly go. We get out there. We set up everything. We got this super awesome cook tent. My dad's friend's boss, Keith, he's from Nashville, Tennessee.
Keith.
So he's really big on frying food. He brought a whole fryer and oil.
He brought a deep fryer?
He brought a deep fryer to Canada for us to fry fish.
You've got to be kidding me. Dude, you're going to catch one and just chuck them in?
Yeah, we did. We did. It was awesome. It was really cool. We had fried fish every night. It was awesome.
Jeez.
So the fishing, it was pretty good.
Living life of luxury.
Yeah, we caught walleyes, lake trout, brook trout, and northern pike for the fishing fans at home.
Oh, the fish. All you fishing fans.
All you fishing fans out there. So we're having a great time, except we weren't really having a great time because it was incredibly windy every day. Like, so windy that if you're not paying attention to driving the boat, it's floating away. Like, because we're in the boat all the time, and we're trolling along, like, we're driving along really slowly. We have our lines out just for fish to catch it as we're going.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not looking ahead and hand on the steering wheel, the boat's going completely off course into rocks, and we're doomed. That actually happened.
Good.
We have a big motor and a little motor. The little motor got destroyed by a rock because my dad looked away for 5 seconds and then the wind blew us into a rock. So that wasn't too fun. But the story does get more fun as we do on Just for Fun, but not fun yet. So we get home, huge storm coming in. Like, this is a massive storm. We get in our little tent, we cuddle up, we go to bed.
Are you snuggling with Keith?
No, I was with my dad. So my dad's friend Tim and Keith, they shared a tent. We called it the Love Shack.
There we go, yeah.
Because we would hear strange noises from there in the middle of the night. It was crazy.
Come on, Keith.
We wake up the next morning, we look out on the horizon. Oh, that's smoke. We see smoke. Just a little trail of smoke.
Oh, shit.
Off in the distance. And we're like, huh.
Someone's burning over there.
Someone left their oven on over there. And this is in the middle of all the Canadian wildfires. Because this is a completely remote place. We have no cell service. We have no contact to the outside world. So we're getting out there, like, at the beginning of the wildfires, people are like, oh yeah, Canada's on fire, haha, it's not a big deal. Boy, were we wrong. So we're thinking it'll probably go away. The smoke starts to get larger and larger throughout the day because it's too windy for us to go out, and we're like, you know, if we went out, these waves are like 5 feet tall. They're flipping us over.
Yeah.
We are dead if we go out.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna sit here and watch the flames grow. We're having our breakfast. We're having Pop-Tarts. We had bagels. We brought bagels. This was a first time to bring bagels. It was a big deal.
That's very important.
And we're just watching the smoke get bigger and bigger. And we're like, okay, it's covering out the sun now. Everything has an orange glow to it. It's really scary.
Hellscape.
Yeah. It was weird. It was freaky. So we're like, okay, if the wind shifts, the flames are coming right towards us.
Yeah.
So we're packing up all our important stuff. We're leaving
the fryer.
We brought the fryer. We're leaving the cook tent. We're leaving our sleeping tents. We're just bringing all our clothes and fishing gear. So we put them all in the like right in front of the boats, like to load up in the event of an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
But we're really hoping we don't have to leave because the wind is just so bad. We would die if we went out. Like, no joke, we would die. End of story.
Not
So,
dead Reed. Not on the open seas.
Oh. That would be a funny story for my family to come back. Like, yeah, sorry, Reed couldn't make it to college. He died.
Yes. Oh, poo.
Oh. So, we're like, okay, this fire's really bad. But we still can't leave. And it's starting to get dark. And it's like, okay, we are not leaving at night. That is the last thing we want to do.
That's even worse than day, yeah.
So we decide, all right, we're just going to go to bed, hope the wind doesn't change, and hope tomorrow's better.
Yeah, because you guys are on an island, right?
Yeah, we're on a peninsula at the very back of a lake, and the lake, like, miles and miles of open water. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
Like, we can't just go the other way. It's Canadian woods. Canadian woods are weird. It's like fallen trees everywhere and just moss over everything.
Yeah, and then bears.
Yeah. We didn't see any bears.
That's good.
But, alright, so we go to bed. The wind starts to shift. We smell smoke in the tent.
Uh-oh.
So I wake up. I put my little glasses on. I look outside. And there's an orange glow on the entire horizon, like pretty almost surrounding us. It was really scary.
Oh my god.
And there's nothing I could do, so I just go, hope it gets better, and I went back to sleep. And then I had a dream that the fire was closing in on us, like, and it was so real. It felt really real.
Those are the worst. I've had a couple of those dreams recently.
the fire dream?
No, not the fire, just like the really vivid one. Like, I'll tell you one in a second. But
so we wake up the next morning, we see black smoke from where the fire was, and it's like we're thinking, okay, that's probably the smoldering remains of whatever was there.
Yes.
It's not any less windy. It's actually windier now, but we are not staying another night. We are done with this trip. We are leaving. It was one day early. Who cares?
Yeah.
So we load up the boats. We take down the tent. We bring the air fryer. We bring the deep fryer. We bring everything. We put it in the boats. And we're off. We pass by where the fire was, and it's just black. It's black with like little sprinkles of fire here and there, smoke everywhere.
Jeez.
And then we go out into the open waters.
The open ocean.
The open ocean. The entire time we were going directly into the waves, which was the best thing we could have done. So we were riding up the waves, in the boat, and we would crash down.
Oh my lord.
Over and over again the entire time as we were going.
Everyone's like freaking like white knuckled on it. Like
Yeah. I'm holding on for dear life. I'm holding on to stuff in the back because if it flies off, we're not going back for it.
Yeah.
So I have my life jacket on. I'm holding on to stuff. I'm just hoping and praying that we make it through, that we make it to the boat launch. We're on the open seas for like 20 minutes of just crashing down on the waves. you know, I'm surprised the boat didn't just break.
Yeah.
Because we actually had a problem with the bottom of it. It had a hole.
Oh my god.
So we patched that up before we went on the trip.
Was it another cutting board?
We used like rubber goo.
Flex Seal.
Yeah, Flex Seal.
Yeah.
It might have been.
Really? There you go. Phil Swift did something right. There you go.
He did it right. So we're on the open seas. We're crashing down, and then we see it. The boat launch.
Yippies.
We make it there. We get onto dry land. My hands are shaking. My legs are trembling. I'm safe.
Was there much rejoicing?
There was.
Yes.
And then the French guy who's in charge of the whole lake, he comes out and he's like, "You guys aren't supposed to be out there." And we're like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's really bad out there. He's like, no, we closed down the whole lake. Chibougamau was evacuated. And we're like, Chibougamau's what? Chibougamau was evacuated.
Oh my god.
It was a ghost town.
Jeez, they could burn down?
It might have been by now.
Yeah, Jesus.
Like, turns out they're...
Not Chibougamau.
The big Canadian wildfires are really closing in. The one we saw was just a stray one. Like, that wasn't part of it.
Yeah.
So then the French guy, he goes, "There's still someone out there. Can you go out and get him?" And we go, no way, we are not doing that. We barely made it back as is. We should not have made that trip.
Yeah.
So we load into the trucks and we drive off to Chibougamau. It is empty. There are just like 3 police cars patrolling the town, making sure everyone's gone. We make it to the motel that we stayed at, and there are school buses full of the residents of Chibougamau. Like, they're all evacuating, all leaving.
That's wild.
It was crazy.
That's wild. You know, I have another natural disaster story, actually. So, we moved to Vermont 3 years ago. And I don't know if you saw, but at the same time, actually, well, not at the same time as the wildfires, but after, like in August or something like that, Vermont got, well, okay, I'll just start with this. This summer, Vermont got 10 times, or 40 times the amount of rain it usually does.
Oh.
So, we had so much rain that there's a big mountain range that runs up and down the state called the Green Mountains. And, there's a lot of rivers that run off those mountains, and those rivers flooded like crazy, and all the mountain passes got washed away. So there were people that were stranded. There's a lot of like the capital of the state was shut down for 6 days because it was fully flooded.
A big swimming pool.
Yeah, and there were literally videos of people like going like, because it's typical like for Vermont stuff. People like they go out in canoes and like just go into the store in a canoe. Like there's a video of somebody in the one town called Barrie, it's close to the capital, where he stopped, and then this like the guy recording the video was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just going down to the Cumberland Farms to get my this." Like, dude, you're in a freaking canoe. Anyway, but yeah, the state was shut down for a while, and I was doing an internship at Dartmouth, which is not too far, which is like right across the border in New Hampshire. And so every day I would cross the Connecticut River because that's what makes up the border between the two states.
With your little canoe?
We have my canoe. No, my Toyota. And so I would cross the bridge, and usually the bridge is like about like 10, 15 feet above the river. It was only like 5 feet above it this time.
Oh.
It was real high, and there was like shit line everywhere. And literally like 2 days after the like, torrential downpour stopped, the Dartmouth students would get back into the river and start swimming, which is stupid because they like it was filled with bacteria probably because like all those like septic systems were like overloaded, and it was like I don't know, it was like murky brown, and they were like,
yeah, it's like it's picking up all the woods, it's picking up like trees and stuff.
Yeah, it was carrying trees, and like people were like woo, and it's like I know it's hot out, guys, but like. I wouldn't necessarily be doing that, but yeah, no. Luckily, where I live, we didn't get affected that much. But yeah, you drive around, it was like half the roads in the state are just gone, just gone.
They're underwater roads.
They're underwater, or they got washed away. Literally, the asphalt like washes. They all got washed away. It was wild. Yeah, it was good. So Reed,
yes,
you have to tell us about, or at least on this podcast. I know you've told the story a million times, but you have to tell us about your pirate club. It's pretty famous. On campus.
Yeah. Pirate club.
How did it start?
So, Pirate Club began a very fateful day. There I was, living in TNT, and you know, like they've got all the club posters around. I'm looking at them thinking, man, people are just boring with their club posters. They're just putting them right there, and that's it.
That's exactly. They're not going to catch an eye because they're just sitting there. And everyone's
they're just sitting there
this
like, oh
is
yeah,
here.
there's the poster. So I thought, wouldn't it be funny if one was like upside down or like kind of sideways?
Yeah.
So I did that. I moved him around. I'm like, man, this is pretty funny.
Yeah.
So I lost control and started putting them everywhere. Like I put them all over the place in like within the designated posting area. I put them on the ceiling. I put them on the floor. And like it was like a hurricane went through. They were all over the place. It was hilarious. So I did this for like a couple weeks. And then we got a building-wide email saying, do not rearrange the posters. There are plenty of other ways to get your creative energy out. It was something like that. So I'm like, okay, I'll stop. But I couldn't help myself. And I'm like, okay, what do? I got it. I'll make my own club posters. So I go into Google Slides and MS Paint, and I make up the first original Pirate Club poster.
The original.
The original. I put it up, and I'm like, man, this is funny. So I start putting them up all over the place. Like, I don't even care about flipping them upside down anymore. I just want Pirate Club to be within all the other real clubs, because that's hilarious.
Yeah, because it's not, you had nothing, it was just you.
It was just me.
Yeah.
It was just me. It was a boy with a dream. So, Pirate Club posters all over the place. I'm having a blast. I'm like, wait, I gotta have meetings now.
Yeah.
So, we have the first meeting. It was just like me and my friends and one other guy. One guy joined because of the poster.
It's like the fencing thing all over again. It's like the parents and
one guy. So Pirate Club was off and running. So then I was doing Mr. Juniata at the time. I had the announcer say, oh, Reed is actually captain of the Pirate Club. So that caught the Juniata Film Club's attention.
Okay.
So they sent me an email saying, we want you to host film night. It's going to be pirate themed.
Oh my god.
So I go, oh, count me in. I'm doing that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I get my pirate outfit out of things I find at Goodwill.
That's where you go.
as I do.
Yeah.
And I make this like a silly little intro video introducing film night. Like, oh my gosh, I gotta get down to the Clifton. I'm hosting a film night. What? So I have my buddy Eric pull me in a wagon, which was the pirate ship, all around town.
And you recorded this?
Yeah.
That's fun.
And we showed it. The end of the video is me going in to the theater itself in the wagon. So then at that point I would actually come in real life through the front entrance, and it was crazy.
Mind blowing. Everyone was like, what?
Yeah, everyone thought it was awesome. So that put Pirate Club on the map.
There we go.
So after that, I started doing more and more. But then I went to the field station for a whole semester. So Pirate Club was on the back burner for the moment. Cut to this year, Lobster Fest. I'm going all out. So as you know, Pirate Club is not a real club. So
it's basically just a screw around club.
Yeah, it's just for fun
club.
Whoa.
TM.
Trademarked. So I didn't have a table. So I brought my own. I brought my buddy Coley, lent me her table, and I put Pirate Club posters on that, and I sat it down in full uniform. I'm like, hey guys, join Pirate Club. We had 120 people sign up.
You were the biggest club on... I think you actually are the biggest club on campus.
Yeah. Like, I'd be walking around, like, signing up for other clubs, and, like, Jab would look at me. Oh, they hated me.
Yeah.
Because I got more signatures than them, and I'm not a real club. Like, they're thinking, who's this guy in full pirate uniform? What is he doing here?
Yeah.
Who is this joker? But, I'm laughing with 120 signatures.
Yeah.
So, I'm thinking, oh, this is awesome. But, there's probably going to be like a fourth of that, really, to actually show up to the first meeting. I host the first meeting. I'm sitting there in the room above A100. It's like A202, something like that.
The physics classroom.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there in my full pirate uniform. I'm thinking, man, they're probably not gonna show up. All of a sudden, people start piling in. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. People just keep coming in. They just keep coming in. We had 60 people show up to the first meeting. So, we decided on a name, Trohaz Bane, and then we kidnapped someone from the writing center. It was great. And then to raise morale, we raised the old skull and crossbones on the clock tower. We put it up there. We taped it up. It was so cool. We all stand back. I admire it. I go, guys, thank you for joining Pirate Club. Fast forward to a day later. I'm eating lunch. I'm eating my egg salad sandwiches. I love egg salad sandwiches. Dean Schroeder walks up to me and goes, "So, Captain Reed.
Oh my God.
Heard about the attack on the clock tower. Yeah, don't do that."
He said, "Don't do that?"
He said, "Don't do that." I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
Because I had woken up early. I got out there at 8 to take down the flag because, who knows what's going to happen to it.
Yeah.
It was already gone. I'm thinking, I'll just get another one. Who cares?
Yeah. How much was it? Like $5? Yeah.
My buddy Eric actually got a whole Pirate Club party box. Eric Hess.
Yeah.
For made for children's birthday parties. There were pirate headbands and eye patches, and that was our uniform. I handed them out to everyone. We ran out. So that flag was a part of that.
There's a pile of people. I was walking back from, I think I was studying somewhere. I don't know why, because it was beginning of semester. I didn't mean to study, but I was coming back from somewhere that I had an appointment at, and I see 60 plus people dressed in various stages of pirate uniform. Walking away from the clock, there's a whole bunch of "Arr!" and then they're walking out from the clock tower, and I'm like, what the hell was and then I walked up to Reed and I was like, what is this? And he's like, oh yeah, we had 60 people come to the first meeting. And I'm like, you know what? Good. This is
this is awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking okay, the flag's gone. They don't want me to do it again. I'll come up with something else. Flash forward to I guess 3 weeks later.
Mm-hmm.
I get a call from the head of public safety. And I'm like, uh-oh. He texts me first. He's like, hello, Reed. This is, I forget his name. The head of public safety.
Yeah.
We want to talk to you about an inquiry. I'm thinking, oh, this is about Pirate Club.
Yeah.
No, this is about Pirate Club. They're shutting me down. They're like, yeah, it was funny and all, but we can't have you doing that. It's odd that they're doing it this late.
Yeah.
So I'm gearing up for the call. I call him back. Hey, this is Reed. He goes, hey, Reed. Yeah, all right. Just be honest with me. Did you steal a brick from the cloister walkway? And I'm like, no, I didn't.
Why do they care so much about that stuff?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's like, we have you on video stealing the brick from the cloister walkway. And I go, yeah, that's not me. I didn't take a brick. And he's like, all right. Just come down. We'll show you the video, and we'll clear this whole thing up. I go down. I see the video. Yeah, that's me. Turns out I walk out to where the brick was missing, and I guess I brushed my leg or something right on top of where the brick was missing. And it from the video, it looks like I'm taking that brick. No questions asked. I took the brick. I'm guilty. Lock me up. I took that brick.
What were they gonna do?
Just say don't do that.
Yeah.
They don't care. They don't care about taking the bricks. It's because old people walk on the thing all the time, and if one of them steps where the brick is and falls, it is over for them.
Yeah.
So while I'm there, I'm like, hey, let's talk about Pirate Club. And the guy goes, oh, I think Pirate Club's hilarious. He's like, as we were all crowded around watching you put up that flag on the security cameras. That was awesome.
So they are watching that.
Yeah, they watched that. Because,
no!
well, they don't watch it there's not someone sitting there watching it all the time. It's all right, we had an incident here. Let's go back. we'll watch this like hour. Oh, yep, there it is. There's someone putting a flag up on the clock tower. Yep, there it is.
Yes.
So the guy thought it was funny, and he's like, hold on. He reaches into his desk drawer and pulls out the flag. He's like, this is for you. I get that. Oh man, this is awesome. Thank you. So public safety's on our side.
There we go. That's important.
That's important. So we can get away with a lot more now.
Yeah. So I probably shouldn't necessarily say this, I guess, but last year I've always wanted to cause mischief on campus. But some of my, as you do, but some of my friends aren't so keen. But me and my buddies last semester, a couple of us, we went and exacted a couple plans. So we went and put Vaseline on a lot of the handles.
I remember that.
That's my one friend. I shall not name. But then I will say me, put dish soap in the Founder's Fountain.
Oh.
And they had to turn it off for a couple days. But that being said, that was actually, I can say his name because he's no longer here. That was my buddy Ishiyemi's idea. But yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, I want to be able to cause more mischief. So I think, proposal here, I've already asked you on text and you said yes, but I shall be your Pirate Club music consultant.
Of course. We'd love to have you aboard.
There we go.
We have that on
tape.
On tape now.
There we go.
I can't back out now. Oh my gosh.
Oh shit. Yeah, there you go. So yeah. Pirate Club. That's good.
Yeah. I think that's good for the first episode.
Good for the first episode?
Yeah. The first episode of Just for Fun. Trademark.
And it was just for fun. Trademark. But yeah, no, I think it's a good show. We have stories about.
Yeah, we have stories.
We have sports stories.
Yeah,
we have danger stories.
Danger stories.
And we have Pirate Club stories.
And Just for Fun stories.
Yay! That's what we wanted, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted.
Exactly.
And I don't know like what I'm gonna do next for this show. It might be something completely different. This is just a pilot. This is just to gauge people's interest in the show. They might go, Reed, this is the worst thing you've ever put out.
This thing sucks.
This sucks. I'm not your friend anymore. And I'll go, man, okay.
Oh, no.
But that doesn't matter because I did it just for fun.
And I was here just for fun.
Just for fun. Well, thank you very much, Frank, for being the first guest on Just for Fun.
We shook hands.
for those at home.
Yes.
I'll bring in more guests, but you're always welcome to come back.
Of course.
Always welcome to talk about more funny stories that you've had.
Just let me know.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.